where you were in the conference, this is almost like it was a must game tonight.
Yeah, it definitely was. I feel like when we went there and we played there, we just couldn't make shots. We was missing all kind of bunnies, just wide open shots. We just missed, and we didn't make up on defense for it. So this game, I feel like in first quarter we didn't do well on defense, and we picked it up. Defense picked up, and I think that's how we get into our offense. And we just get in a rhythm when we get steals, when we get stops, and we're able to score and get excited for that. So I think that really helped.
Do you think your play at the end of the first quarter when you went coast to coast and the three-point play, you think that kind of energized the team, got them going?
Yeah. It energized me, and I know it energized them because I'm out there screaming all crazy and stuff. So, yeah, I think we needed that energy play. I think we was kind of dead at the moment, so that play kind of really boosted everybody up. We had 5 people in double figures, so.
How much did you want to beat them after they beat you? That was one of your worst defeats.
Yes.
And they're not, you probably figure they're not 23 points better than you are.
Yeah. I just honestly think it was us. We fell off on defense when we played there. We couldn't make shots, and it was just like our heads got down. This game, it was just like we had to take it. It's a must win. We got to take it. We got to make shots, and everybody got to step up and give their shot. So I think everybody did that tonight.
Gwen, how tough was it down low with things?
It was tough, but luckily we have, a lot of post players who can, get in for a few minutes, and then once we just tag team, try to wear it down, and I think we did towards the end of.
Not me.
I'm
glad
I
wasn't
think
down.
like Big Sid and Micah and I, we wore it down toward the end of the game to where she was missing shots. Big Sid did an excellent job on her, contesting her shots and all that kind of stuff, and just trying to get around her as a load, but I think we pulled through.
And you see the big difference where they have her and another girl in double digits, but you girls have 5 in double digits. Is that the difference where you guys can?
The thing I like about this team is that we all can score, and when we have good games, most of us are in double digits, and it's just like we don't have that one go-to person. Like everybody can score. So if we see a mismatch or we see somebody who can take their person, we're not afraid to say, hey, take it, because bless you. And so just getting out there and doing what we need to do as a team.
You hit some big free throws at the end of the game. That's one of your strong suits. When you were the free throw
Surprisingly, I didn't think they were gonna foul me, to be honest. But the one girl was like saying foul 44, and I'm like, oh shoot, that's me. but yeah, I just consistency and practicing. That's all it is.
And me talking stuff's her.
Yeah.
Because when I talk stuff, it kind of get her off. So
Yeah.
she be prepared for that in the game. So I just prefer her.
Yeah.
Is this a good win? Like you got 2 left to sort of close it out and try to get in the tournament with some momentum. I mean, how you
Definitely
feel?
I think winning these next 2 games will give us some good momentum.
Yeah.
Going into the tournament, it's all about winning and surviving on to the next game.
And
Do you feel like you're in postseason mode now already?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're all ready. We just got to, and it all starts in practice, forming good habits as Coach has been preaching for the last few practices now.
Yeah. Keep
Just,
gelling. Keep playing defense.
Yeah, our defense mainly.
Yeah. I mean, because we can do it on offense. It's just once our defense, if our defense is not there,
Yeah, we're not having
nothing
good
is there.
offense. So it's just mainly our defense and focusing on that.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, very good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go Cougs.
Close it out with 2 more.
Michelle, thank you for being on time.
Funny thing is, Warren didn't even show up last time.
Just moving everything out, little housekeeping.
Paul, what a nice win and one that you needed. The players talked about it was sort of a must game tonight where you just got to keep winning here, and in a situation where the conference is, you really can't afford to lose. I mean,
I feel like every game in front of us, I think my voice is better than last week, but still not good, sorry. I think every game in front of us feels like a must win, but what I was really proud about tonight was this was one of those toughness games. I mean, I tell you what, I think Banks is probably one of the most improved players in our league, and she's tough to guard. She's a tough matchup for everybody, but like those 2 young ladies just said, got to give a lot of credit to our post players who got in there and just kept battling, and we even got Cassidy Sherman in there for a couple possessions on her just to give people breathers and to keep going at her.
and you were 10 points down on one stretch in this game, had a 12-0 run. I mean, you really had to battle back early in the game.
We were terrible in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
They scored in everything. It didn't matter if we were in a zone or we were in a man. We let them score on every possession, and then we made some substitutions, and those people that came off the bench stepped up and started to get a few stops, and that kind of turned the tide and let us get back into it. But I thought we were terrible in the first 4 minutes. Challenged them at halftime. I said, we're not coming out. I'm not going to give you 4 minutes to play like you did to start, and really give our players credit, because I think they took that to heart, and I really liked our start in the third quarter and the second half. I thought that was huge.
Don Shell had a big energy play there at the end of the first quarter, turned an 8-point deficit to 5. Just how big is that for the team to see that type of play?
Well, I think that's what Donnie does. I mean, Donnie's just she's that energy type kid, and she makes big plays for us and things like that. And that's, I'm so used to it. I guess I'm not shocked by it, because I see her do a lot of those things daily in practice.
And Gwen had a big day off the bench for you. It's always good to get that to happen.
Gwen had a huge game for us. I thought Gwen's energy was great. I thought offensively she came in, and I really felt like when she came off the bench, I don't know, it was about that 4 or 5 minute mark, whatever it was in the first quarter, and she set a couple screens, slid out a little bit, knocked down a couple shots, and I thought really got us going and helped us kind of get that shift going back in our direction. And then her ability to shoot free throws is, obviously we want her to get every touch she can late in the game.
What was the difference, between tonight and the last time you play them and lose by 23 to be able to turn it around like that?
We played some defense tonight. I mean, I really felt like we look at scoring, and you're going to look at the even scoring that we have on our team, and I've always felt like that's one of our maybe not the biggest bonus we have on the offensive end, but that's really good. When you're planning to play us, I'm not sure who's going to be our leading scorer. I mean, I'm honestly not sure, but I know we've got potential to have a lot of different people score, and I think that helps us on the offensive end. Our biggest challenge is to make sure that we buy into defense, not just overall broad general, each and every possession.
Okay. And again, 5 players in double figures and basically accounted for almost 70 points there. I mean, that's great to see, and that's what you want to see.
And that's why I think, for us offensively, when we're moving the ball and we're shooting and scoring on all cylinders, and I felt like we had a couple stagnant offensive series, and I thought they made a little bit of a push on us, but then we got back, and I thought we did a great job moving the ball. When we have people hitting like that, I think we're hard to defend, because we can score from different areas, inside, outside, penetration, threes, things like that. And again, I'm always that biggest push I'm making with this group, because they love to score. They love their highlights, and they love to get assists, and they talk about, hey, do you see that pass? They start bragging more about the passes. I thought Don Shell, didn't she try to take credit for Gwen making her free throws? Isn't that what just happened in this meeting room a couple minutes ago? But they love doing things like that. I mean, that's what they have a lot of fun with. I want them to continue, and I think that hopefully there'll be even more of a buy-in after tonight on that defensive end, because that's going to win you games.
Not to be overly dramatic, but is this where you are in the standings, where you are in the season? Is this the biggest win of the year right now?
Just because of maybe where we were and what we need to do, but I think the next game's going to be the biggest win.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
I'm
they'll
just one of
sort of
those.
be bigger.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that it's the game at hand, it's the game in front of you. I want to enjoy this. Hopefully the players will enjoy this tonight, but tomorrow our focus has got to turn around, and it's always on the next game. I think that's the only way. I know fans and media and everyone, and it's great to look where you're at, and people talk, well, if you do this and if you do this, and I think the talk is great because it's basketball talk and I love it, but it doesn't matter. It's the 40 minutes that you play, the next 40 minutes.
Okay, Paula.
All right, thank you.
Nice win. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.